Chuck just asked me my problems with the movie, and I said this is the dumbest family in the history of cinema. Let's put the batteries on the table and walk away and not make sure that he doesn't grab the batteries because he's a kid. He doesn't understand what's going on. He's dumb, and let's just walk away and hope and pray that he doesn't grab the batteries and do something irresponsible. Let's do that. Then, dead kid. Okay, fine, no problem. It's a tragedy. Oh my God. Let's get pregnant.
Well, they clearly learned.
Let's get pregnant.
They clearly learned from
Let's get pregnant. Let's get pregnant. Let's either A, be careful, B, use protection, or C, just not do it at all. Find another way. Find something else to do. You don't have to put yourself in this position. It is the most irresponsible thing that people could do in a situation like this. We have to be very, very quiet. We cannot make a noise, or else these things will come in here and kill us and our 2 living children. Let's get pregnant. Let's have another baby. Are you serious? It's the dumbest rationale in the world to do this. It is the most irresponsible.
She could have been pregnant before this happened, and she just wasn't showing yet.
That would surprise me.
We don't fully know.
That would surprise me. How much time? It was like a year.
I don't
right?
remember how many days. It was like a year.
It was like a year.
In the second film.
No, it was a year in between because they did the thing like 300 and whatever days, and then it jumps to like 400 and whatever days. So I just assumed it was easily a year. So she was not pregnant.
I guess, yeah. That's.
I don't
remember the exact time frame. That's why
I'm going with that. I have a vague memory of like the time frame and when they showed like the number of days that they were on. It was easily a year between kid getting taken away by alien and then we jump forward and she's ready to burst. This is I just think it's the most irresponsible thing that you could possibly do in any scenario like this. That's why I think that they're stupid. Okay? Then she's crawling up the stairs and she got the hamper and she gets snagged on a nail. Okay? Let's not stop and make sure that it's not sticking out. Let's not stop and fix what this thing just broke or make sure that I'm going to be okay when I come down again. Nope, it got snagged on something. I'm not going to look what it got snagged on because I have laundry to do. Are you really? Yeah.
The only thing I would give on something like that is when you're so heavily focused on doing one thing.
It's laundry.
No, but that's
how important could it be? She's carrying laundry up the stairs.
But that's the thing, though, is the everyday tasks are now the secondary thing. It's not the primary thing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Her focus isn't laundry. Her focus isn't taking care of her kids. Her focus is staying silent. And when that is your number one focus, you tend to, I don't know how many times I've been focused on something and my wife was like, she starts talking to me while I'm doing something. And then she's like, what did I just say? And I'm like, I don't know. Because she's like 2 feet from me. And I'm like, I was so heavily focused on this one thing. So I'll give it that. When you are trying to pay so much attention to being silent the way they are, you're going to make mistakes somewhere along the way. Big time. I'm
just saying the nail could have been so easily avoided if she was actually like due diligent and she turned around to actually take a look. Oh my God, what did the snag on? That's something that even if you're and we've all been there where you're at work, it's high intensity, it's really busy, you're going a million miles a minute and you make a mistake or something doesn't go exactly right or there's a misstep somewhere. What do? You immediately want to know, oh my God, what just happened? And you're going to turn around. That's every scenario, but it didn't happen here because she was carrying laundry up the stairs. My point isn't that she wasn't paying attention. My point is that it was in the movie simply so that later on she could walk down and step on the nail. Like that's the only reason why it was done that way. And it just, I think there could have been a more clever way to go about doing that whole thing. That's my only problem. But
right. It's classic movie storytelling. It's the same exact thing. You see it happen, and you don't know exactly what's going to happen, but you're like, oh, that's clearly going to be a big deal later on. Like, there's no way around it. You
It
see
would
her
be
getting
one
stabbed with a
thing.
nail. There's a nail on the steps. Oh, we've seen this
Yes,
before.
obviously.
You know,
It would be
Why
one
does
thing
no one
if she
wear
was,
shoes?
because it's too loud.
yeah, the shoes are too loud. That I have no problem with. That's one of the things I
Which they
actually
made a very
love.
big point. They made
Yes.
that a very big point when you watch the beginning of the second movie, and he's walking around through the store, and his boots are going clop, 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 clop as he's walking through. It's like, okay, they're making a valid point that, normal everyday life is loud, and
Yeah,
he's not even doing anything loud. He's just grabbing a melon or whatever, and
that's one
some
thing
fruit and walking through, and
Yeah, but
that's another
sneakers aren't
positive. That's another positive I will give to this
they're
movie.
called sneakers for a reason, right?
That's another positive I'm going to give to this movie. When you watch them back to back like this and you get to the second movie and the opening, it's sensory overload because of how loud everything is. It's
Absolutely.
wild.
On
It's
purpose.
wild the way that these two movies were able to accomplish something like that. I really like that a lot.
Me too. I really appreciated it.
So, yeah.
Is this the island, the only place that has survivors, you think?
No,
Probably
it's just the
not.
closest.
Yeah. I'm sure
It
there
was
are
just the
others.
closest. It was just beyond the sea.
I mean, if there's, there's islands all over the place.
Yeah.
It's not the only island that's like out there.
But when these creatures fell, I'm guessing they fell,
Well, crashed.
Yeah,
crashed. But was it just one ship that crashed in that area?
Not sure. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So then, why aren't the other continents fine? I don't know.
That's a good question.
Point. They never really got into that.
No.
And I think that's the point, which they might get into it in the third film, because right now all they have is we have just their perspective. We don't have a global perspective. It's not like Independence Day where it's like, oh, now they're in Beijing, now they're here, now they're there. It's like, hey everybody, Lee from Black and White Reviews here. Just wanted to take a moment to thank you for tuning in, checking out our conversation. If you like this discussion and you want to hear more about this specific subject or other things, check us out on our podcasting sites, whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, or Google Podcasts. We're up on pretty much all of them. So yeah, thanks again for popping by, and be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.